All right. Well, we're live here now from Ridge to River Classic.
Welcome to Spring City Middle School on this beautiful October 6th Thursday evening. The Spring City Bulldogs have the ball on their own 36-yard line. They're about to kick this rivalry off.
Well, they have, and they had a pretty decent return there, bringing it to just about the 35-yard line on the opening kickoff. Spring City's first play, hand it off and just run up right up the A gap there. So you're looking at 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Not much doing on 2nd down for the Bulldogs. They come into the game with a pristine 7-0 record. Had a big game last week against Rockwood. Got out of there with a win. It was an 8-6 ball game.
Well, here we go, Bulldogs again. A little toss to the right. What's about a good gain of 7 there.
Nice pickup there on 3rd down.
So 4th and 3, and the Bulldogs are going to go for it, it looks like.
And we have a timeout on the field for the Bulldogs. Looks like they had some personnel.
Yeah, I could overhear from the sidelines a little bit. The coaches were saying somebody wasn't in or somebody wasn't set. So it's forced them to call a timeout here with 4th and 3.
But boy, isn't it a beautiful night up here. We got a live crowd.
Yeah, it's a lot different being this close, filming the game instead of being high in the press box. Kind of creates a different feel, like you're on the sidelines.
It is. We're close to the action here.
Handoff up the middle, and he has the first and some. Young with a carry. Gain of probably about 8 or 9, giving the Bulldogs a first down on 4th and 3. Risky call, but paid off well. Offensive line made a great block, hitting those linebackers and creating that gap for Young to bounce it to the outside, and here he goes again. Another good gain. So it looks like it's about 2nd and 5 here for the Bulldogs. Little counter play. Picked up a couple. That was Eli Johnson with the carry. So now it's about 3rd and 3.5 for your Bulldogs. Another good handoff to Young. Looks like he might have it. It's going to be close. And there you have it, the head official signaling for the first down for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs doing well, Elmer, off their running game, hitting those gaps on the left side. Getting 2 or 3 yards of carry pretty much every time.
They're looking good, and the interesting thing about this game, as many of you know, the Rhea County unification in football that Coach Mark Pemberton put in place several years ago. Both teams have similar offensive schemes. They're familiar with these looks. There's going to be Cone stepping back for a pass, and he's hitting the backfield by McLean.
But he was quick enough to get that off for a little tight end dump, and it was a good gain of 5 or 6 there. So now we're looking at 3rd and 2 for your Bulldogs. Ran it up the middle multiple times with Young. Kind of faked the handoff again and just a little tight end dump for a big gain. And Young just carries again. And he's going to get another first down.
So this has been a fruitful drive for the Bulldogs. They begin to establish themselves here in the first quarter.
If this is tomorrow night, we'd be saying another Lazy Boy first down. Quite a bit already.
That's right. We're so thankful our Lazy Boy sponsors, and we will definitely give Rhea County touchdowns, show some love during the touchdowns, and we just want to we don't want to get too many Lazy Boy first downs for Spring City and too many for Rhea Middle, because just like us, they're neutral in this contest. But boy, how proud are we to have our Lazy Boy sponsor.
Nice carry there on the left side. That was looked like Eli Johnson there bouncing it to the outside. So one thing you see a lot here in middle school football is pretty much the 2-point conversion every time. And again, they give it to Johnson, and he bounces again to the outside for your 2-point conversion, and the Bulldogs are leading 8-0. Just like that. Milked a good 5 minutes off the clock. And they're leading the Eagles from Rhea Middle 8-0 with just under 3 to go here in the first quarter, Elmer.
So that's what we was to be expected in this ball game with that 7-0 record, with a roster with 23 8th graders and over 20 7th graders. So these Spring City Bulldogs are ready to reload after this year's up. Rhea Middle enjoyed an undefeated season last year. And
that's
now
a lot of 8th graders.
That's a lot of 8th graders. These boys are ready to play, but now I'm going to tell you, Rhea Middle has some weapons up their sleeve as well. So they're not coming empty-handed to this battle.
I'm excited to see them on offense, their series right here.
We're going to see the big bruiser, big fullback, Dallas Messimer.
And Beard there for the Bulldog does a nice kick down to about the 20. And Rhea Middle bounces outside a little bit. Looks like a return of about 10 yards or so. That was number 42 for your Ray Middle Eagles on the return, Gavin Roddy. Elmer, what can you tell me about the Ray Middle offense here? I just got out of soccer season, so I haven't been able to see too many of Ray Middle or Spring City's football games this year.
Well, you can see right there, that's Nathaniel Ferry. I believe it's that right wing going around in a sweep play there in your traditional wing T offense with two tight ends. Of course, the same scheme, you're going to see that look from both teams. They're going to be working out of that power T, and they're also going to be working into that traditional wing T.
That was a heck of a gain. He easily got 12, 13 yards off that little sweep. And they give it to him again. Almost the same exact play, it looked like.
Same exact play. Looks like another 6 yards.
So Ridge to River, all right? So this is the first year they've named that. Do you know some insides on that? Kind of where all that spun from? And
well, Ridge to River is, there used to be, for many years, used to be in the old Eagles that are tuning in will be familiar with this. Ridge to River used to be a weightlifting event. It used to be kind of like the lift-a-thon in a way.
Got the carry there. He might have got the first down for the Eagles. The spinning on the mark here. He's either, and there you go. The head official gives Ray Middle the first down. So just like the Bulldogs, Ray Middle is moving the ball well. Sorry to interrupt you there,
Sure,
Elmer.
they're keep moving those chains, but yeah, the Ridge to River used to be I believe it was called the Ridge to River Invitational, something of that nature. It was a weightlifting event. School football teams primarily were kind of your weightlifters at that time. And that's where that name is familiar to me.
Woo!
Of course, just your Ridge to River, just kind of, that's just your Tennessee landscape environment, kind of where we are next to the river with from the ridge to the river. So that's kind of where that.
Yeah, sandwiched between them too. Well, as you just saw there, Young, who was doing outstanding work on the offensive side for the Bulldogs, comes in, makes a big defensive stop, looked like for a loss against your Ray Middle Eagles there. So now it's 2nd and 10 for your Ray Middle Eagles.
So now that look right there is a little bit interesting look. They have looks like two receivers out here on the near side. So that's a little bit of a different formation they're coming out in this second down with. So
yeah, you normally don't see two wideouts in a middle school football game.
Well, you don't see one in Wright County right now. So
yeah. I remember back when I played a long time ago, you just had your single back and your single wideout type of formation with your sole running back.
I actually wouldn't be too surprised if you didn't see two or a lot more. As many high schools are running that spread these days, it's just, they're trying to get their teams to come up through the ranks and kind of know their offense. Some of them that has feeder programs. And let's see this play right here. That's going to be Ferry sticking with Ferry, and he's going to be hit hard, but not before he picks up what looks like 3 more yards.
And that was Hoffman coming in from the safety there to get that big stop. Ferry was threatening getting that first down, and Hoffman just blitzes in kind of out of nowhere and keeps them from getting that first down. So now you're looking at 3rd and 3 for your Ray Middle Eagles.
So Spring City is taking a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors.
As part of Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services of Ray County shares the same commitment to excellence as Ray County Athletics. Allow our professional staff to get you back in the game.
providing physical therapy for Ray Medical Center. The right care right here in Ray County.
Our staff at Professional Therapy supports Ray County athletics.
Go Eagles! Woo! Get back in the game!
All right, so we're back after that. So proud to have our title sponsor, Professional Therapy Services, as part of Ray Medical Center. And all of our sponsors, we would not be able to do this. The ones I talked to are so glad we were able to come out and cover this game. It's just kind of bonus coverage for Ray County football. We love this game so much. My team, I'm here with Johnny Cannon and Brian Kamer and also my daughter Autumn Spivey, who's cutting her teeth on the scoreboard.
And we also have my daughter out there taking pictures, being our Gary Bolden temporarily. He's over there covering the Ray Middle softball championship game for their CTAC tournament. So, you know, Ray Review, we're a big family here, and we recruit our kids to come help us if we need to.
Yeah, I haven't checked the child labor laws recently, but we are very proud to have help and giving them some good experience. So we're back to action here. 3rd and short for the Eagles, Johnny.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Ferry bounce it to the outside here again. And there you have it.
He's coming to the near side this time.
And the Bulldogs get another big stop.
That's a big stop by
Ferry. Got very horizontal there. I'm not sure how much vertical yardage he got. He might have gained a yard and a half there.
That was by 7th grader Austin Brackett with that stop. This is going to be a 4th and short.
Yeah, we're looking at a 4th and solid 1 yard here. So Ferry picked up 2 there. So
I'm going to tell you what, this is looks like Ray Middle is going to take a timeout. They know how, no, I'm sorry, please forgive me. That's the end of the first quarter here at Bulldog Field.
Yeah, we're used to a little bit longer quarters there on Friday nights than we are here on the middle school programs. But there you have it. Your score for the first quarter, Bulldogs score on their opening drive, going about 75 yards for a touchdown, and completing the 2-point conversion, giving them an 8-0 lead over the Bulldogs, who have traveled a good 40 yards themselves to be at 4th and 1 here starting the second quarter.
You can see inside that huddle there, it's Coach Mark Romero, one of the assistants for this Ray Middle team. And I'm going to tell you another aspect. It's not just these players. It's not just these players that are going to be playing. This game has bragging rights for the rest of their high school career. Not just bragging rights. They'll never forget this game. They're going to, next year, they'll be playing together with the same team at the high school. But, you know, there's a little – I'm just going to have to tell you, Johnny.
The coaches
have a little bit. They're also on tomorrow night at Cleveland, big game. Make sure you tune into our broadcast. Let me go ahead and say that.
I don't know if he got it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's depending on the forward progress here. We'll have to see what they officially measure. And there you go. Forward progress in his favor for a Ray Middle Eagles first down. And they're on the 30-yard line exactly, threatening to score themselves here.
So that's a big first down for this Ray Middle team. That's got to build some confidence in this team going up against this undefeated team.
So I wonder if Loden and Fitz were kind of texting off and on today, kind of talking a little smack to each other about
Look at this formation, Johnny. Look at this formation here. He threw some passes. And it's going to be caught by Nathaniel
and he's going to be down
Ferry.
At the 1.
And he was stopped at the 1. It looks like he may have gotten in, but no.
I mean, that was great coverage by the corner. It was just a vertical throw ball, Ferry goes up, kind of bats it down to himself, but then kind of catches it with his stomach to come down and runs a couple yards, but gets tackled right there on the 1 yard line. Got to be honest, I wasn't kind of expecting that. 4 wide outs and throwing it down there towards the sidelines.
Oh, and that is big. Looks like Dallas Messmer, the big bruiser.
And he got it.
Carries it in for a Eagle touchdown.
He dove over his offensive lineman, getting that block for him, and ball crossed the plane. So now the Eagles are going to go for 2 here to try to tie the ball game. So if the Bulldogs go 75 yards and score, Ray Middle Eagles go 75 yards and score, you almost wonder whoever gets the ball last might win this game. And Ferry comes up short. And that was Young getting the stop.
Huge stop for the Bulldogs here. So it's 8-6 here at Bulldog Field. Just starting the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to the action. Hang with us.
At Lazy Boy, safety and quality go hand in hand.
It means that we are, as a management team, committed to our folks' safety. And in turn, our people take that safety home to their families. You know, it has a great positive impact on the community.
If you're interested in joining our award-winning team, stop by our Lazy Boy office to submit an application or give us a call at 775-3900.
And here we go. Right middle with the little high pooch kick.
Oh, a little mishandling on the.
And Spring City with an excellent return to the 45-yard line. So 40-yard kick perhaps and a 20-yard return, give or take. So in theory, you only gained about 10 yards off that. So here we go. Bulldogs taking the offense back to Ray Middle Eagles. And they're using the same formula. Using that running game. Trying to get vertical. But Hampton couldn't get north and south there. But we do have some laundry on the field. So we'll see what the refs say happened here.
And folks, if you want to get an idea of how important this game is, up here in the press box, I can see Mr. Jerry Levengood, the director of schools, up here, joined by Perry Messingale and John Mincy. Good part of the school board. This game means a lot, folks. This is a big-time rivalry, but it's all in the family. And you can tell by this crowd out here tonight.
You mean they're not up here to watch us?
I don't think so.
Aww.
I don't think so, Johnny.
So Hampton ended up getting about 5 on that carry. So here he goes again. Falls forward for maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Just crosses the 50-yard line there. So you're looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.5, if you want to get kind of technical about things. Ray Middle's defense is looking pretty good there. Spring City's not kind of having their way so much
Looking
right
good.
now.
We have some motion in the backfield here with number 8, Trucker Ray. It's going to be a dive play. Not much happening here on the 3rd down.
Now you're looking at 4th and 4.
4th and 4, maybe 3.
So the Bulldogs are going to let the go for it again here on 4th down. We've got one wide out here. And a little quarterback sneak. And it looks like he's got it. Looked like he crossed the 45-yard line there, giving him an extra yard or two to spare for a Bulldogs first down.
Boo-Boo Moses over center.
And a little counter there.
He's going to hand it off to Dalton Hampton, but not much doing. Picked up a couple yards. So John Combs and Austin Brackett's going to bring the play in from the sideline. What's looking like traditional wing tee. Going to take it off tackle.
A big run there by Hampton.
Dalton Hampton. We do have a flag on the play.
See the official discussing here.
And the Bulldogs seem to be.
Yeah, he got a holding play there. Might have been the result on the big play why he got that first down so easily. So that's going to back the Bulldogs up here a little bit. So now you're looking at 2nd and 15.
Second, yeah, maybe 14.
Oh, they're backing it up some more.
It's going to be more.
So maybe they gave him a 5-yard penalty and realized
so.
it was supposed to be a 10. Hampton falling forward then. About a gain of 5 there. Still 3rd and 15. We saw Ray Middle spread the offense out and throw a pretty deep ball. Good chance we could see something similar here with the Bulldogs if they run the same similar offense.
It's going to be Dalton Hampton getting back to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage.
So 4th and 10 here. And I'm hearing the coaching staff there on the sideline calling for a punt. So the Bulldogs do have a punt game. We didn't see it there in the first quarter. They just kept going for it on 4th down. Oh, it's a sneak.
Dalton Hampton with a fake. Bulldogs with a fake.
It's going to be a little close.
It's going to be close, but I believe they're going to be just a few yards short on that one.
I like it. Gutsy call. You're on your side of the 50. So the Eagles are going to take over here. 1st and 10 from about the 38-yard line. Ferry with the carry. Breaks him. Breaks another tackle. Finally brought down about the 35-yard line.
So that's going to be a pickup of what it looks like 30-plus yards, 30 yards there on a play. Huge first down run for Ferry and the Eagles.
So a great defensive stop for your Eagles after missing the 2-point conversion. Get the ball, your first play, you run a counter to your main back who gets a 30-yard, and here you are on the 35-yard line knocking on the door again.
Momentum is definitely on the Eagles' side right now, but they still trail the Bulldogs 6-8.
And the Bulldogs aren't giving up.
Oh, no, that's Ferry.
They're not letting that happen again.
No, Ferry stopped in the background for what looks like a 5-yard loss.
But with both teams running the ball so often, you got a clock that has ticked away here pretty quickly with just right at 2 minutes left before halftime.
He's going to be stopped by one of the Bulldogs' marquee players, Boo Boo Moses.
Carry there for your Eagles. Short game, probably about 3 yards. So 3rd and 10 here for your Eagles with 1:30 left to play.
All right, so it's a long 3rd down here for.
And they pitch it.
Messmer dodges a tackle in the back of the end zone, picks up a few yards, but it's still going to be a 4th and moderately long.
About
7.
4th and 7, yeah.
And we're inside the final minute of the first half.
You think
So does Coach Fitzgerald go back to that 3 receiver formation, which I'm only assuming.
kind of surprised he didn't call a timeout there to kind of get a play set up to take a shot at the end zone before halftime. So,
Well, it's not too late, but I'm sure he's wanting them to get this play off rather quick. Looks like a hard count's going to pull the Bulldogs off.
they're still going to be short of the first down after that offsides draw, though. But that's still going to put them closer. That's going to put them about 30 yards out from the end zone. As we see, the Eagles quarterback definitely has the arm good enough to get it down there to the corner again with 29 seconds to go here before halftime.
And that clock is, hold on, the referees are going to call an official timeout. No, that one's going to be charged to Coach Fitzgerald and the Eagles. And I'll have to say there was a little bit of time.
Yeah, the refs blew the whistle, not to start the clock, but to start the play. But the official scorekeeper here hit the start button and tipped a good second or so off.
They did. So with 19 seconds left to go in the first half, we're going to take another quick break with the team and be back in
From the doctors and staff at Eyes on Main, we welcome you to our new location on Market Street, where we proudly support Rhea County Golden Eagle football.
Go Eagles!
All right, so we are back.
And they hand it off to Messmer, who's still on his feet.
It's going to be to the big bruiser and hoping they get that first down. It's going to stop the clock. Refs is shaking his head, and that is a forward progress. It's going to be a first down for the Eagles.
So that's going to stop the clock. with 11.6 seconds left. And the Eagles are going to take another timeout. This is definitely getting pretty interesting here.
Yeah, that was a big first down right there.
They're about a yard away from the official red zone area. And we're back here. The Eagles have 2 on the wide. And he throws it to the tight end. Bud overthrows him. So now it's second down for the Eagles with 7.3 seconds left on the scoreboard.
And they're on, Johnny, it looks like they're on the Bulldogs' 22-yard line.
Sharp was open there, just was overthrown a little bit. So now there's no wideouts, and they pack it in. And he rolls out, avoids, hits his receiver, Sharp.
And that's going to do it for the first half. What a way to end. Maybe a little frustration for the Eagles, and the Bulldogs have got to be happy about that stop. But, hey, that was a lot of momentum going in there towards the end to close out that first half by the Eagles.
Yeah, they were definitely knocking on the door pretty hard. Had a couple kind of trick plays, trying to run different counters, quarterback roll out there. Hit your tight end Sharp, I believe. They're in the flat. They try to turn upfield to get to that corner pylon. Big game, but still just short. Not enough time on their side. So
with a 8-6 lead for the Bulldogs, I can see the Spring City Bulldog marching band about to take the field. Excited about that. We're going to take a quick jump to our sponsors and be right back to the action and try to tune in on this halftime show by the Bulldog band.
Justin came out. We walked the land. We looked over the land, and he started coming up with some wonderful ideas.
Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for the best materials or want our experts to create beautiful spaces in your outdoor places, stop by or give us a call at 423-531-2671 or visit our online galleries at mccoshlandscaping.com. That's MCCOSH landscaping.com.
All right, so you can see right here, this is what this is all for all the marbles right here, the Ridge to River Classic Trophy, custom-made trophy for this game. It's the first year they presented this trophy with a long-standing rivalry between these two schools and these two story programs. This rivalry has earned their own trophy. It's going to be a traveling trophy. You can see Tate Fugit. We're on Tate's announcer here with the Bulldogs. Tate's holding this up, and one of these teams are going to be taking this trophy home, and they're going to be keeping it in their trophy case, or maybe just put it right in the front of their lobby with a big light on it. And so right now the Bulldogs are hoping they can hold that 8-6 lead and be able to take it. But at the end of this game, one of these teams are going to be hosting this trophy and carrying it off the field. First ever beautiful classic-looking trophy. Thank you for bringing that out, Tate.
I think it's really nice. Kind of wanted to touch it a little bit, but I was afraid I'd probably knock it out of his hands, and that wouldn't be good.
So we're going to go back to the back and watch this Bulldog band here. Pardon the interruption if you were really getting into this show, but it's about to get good, so we're going to take you right back to the action here with the Bulldog band.
Hi, my name is Rob Armstrong. I'm the senior pastor at New Union Baptist Church. I want to take this opportunity and let you know that we're a church that's for Rhea County. Our aim is to see our neighbors and the nations glorify God through faith in Jesus Christ. We're excited about our Eagles season this year. We're rooting for the Golden Eagles, and we want to invite you and your family to join us any Sunday morning at 8:30 or 11 a.m. for worship. We hope to see you there. Go Eagles! My name is Rob Armstrong. I'm the senior pastor at New Union Baptist.
State Senator Ken Yeager takes his responsibility to serve very seriously and is guided by one and only one principle: constituents come first. As chairman of the Senate State and Local Government Committee, Ken Yeager has worked hard to protect our taxpayers from unnecessary and wasteful government spending. With Yeager, constituents come first. And as always, go Eagles!
It all starts with a good foundation. Because if your foundation is solid, it'll take care of itself for many years to come. Hey, Charlie, I really appreciate all your help.
Man, I'm glad to do it, Coach. That is one heck of a mailbox.
Brick by brick.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
When you want the best in local football, you want the Ray County Eagles. And when you want the best in local auto service, you want JB's Auto Sales and Service. Honest and dependable, right down Back Valley Road from Eagle Stadium in Evansville.
Being made in America means a lot. You know, Lazy Boy is an iconic brand name. And so we have a reputation to live up to. And so by building that product in the United States, it makes you proud to be a part of that, you know. Building furniture can be a very physical process. Many of our employees I would consider industrial athletes. We're stamping the steel, we're cutting the polyurethane foam, we're cutting the lumber, and we're assembling all that together. Everybody has a piece in this chair and on this sofa. We're not just producing them in some warehouse somewhere. I talk about this to my kids all the time. How do you impact people, and what do you do today that's going to impact people tomorrow? When I think about where Lazy Boy is today, and I think about, you know, the recession, other furniture companies took all of their business overseas, and I think about the steps that Lazy Boy took to keep that manufacturing environment in the United States. It makes you proud to be a part of that, you know. Growing up here, people say it's a Lazy Boy town. Well, it really is, so to speak, because we've had such a big influence on the community. When I'm out there fishing, I'm thinking about the job, the people, the environment, because I care so much about how to impact those lives in a better way. It means something to me to be a part of this family.
All right, that was a little bit of love to our great sponsors that allow us to be able to provide this broadcast to Ray County and beyond. We're about to kick off the second half here at Bulldog Stadium. And this, Johnny, this game's actually living up to, you know, everything that it was supposed to. So the Bulldogs are going to kick off to the Eagles here with a narrow 8-6 lead to kick off this second half. Here they go. Little pooch kick goes out of bounds. It's going to bring it out to the 35-yard line. And we would absolutely be remiss if we didn't remind everyone that there's a huge game tomorrow night at Cleveland. The Eagles are about to kick off 4 back-to-back district ball games, and it's about to get exciting. It's about to get into big boy football, and after the bye week, the Cathedral game, then the bye week. If the last 2 years are any indication how the season could play out, you're looking at 8 more games. What's basically a whole other season is about to begin for the Eagles.
I will say this. Walking through the hallways today at Ray County High School this week, actually, has been Mason Stevenson without a knee brace. I don't know what that means. I don't know anything. I just know Mason's walking without a knee brace at school.
Well, that's music to my ears, Johnny, because we're absolutely going to need Mason and the rest of the team to be healthy on this back end stretch of the season. And boy, what a rivalry game that Cleveland is at Cleveland.
So another handoff there to Messmer. Looks like he's going to be about a yard and a half short. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for your Ray Middle Eagles.
See him in that huddle there, Johnny. Bringing that play up. Just 3rd and short. On their own 44-yard line, here come the Eagles. Power T formation.
Fire up the gut.
Going to be a really quick handoff. So it looks like picked up about 7 yards. Going to move the chains for the Eagles.
Yeah, Messmer kind of threw me there. I thought he got kind of stuffed there with forward motion in the middle, but he kind of bounced it outside, and I didn't see it. So that's going to be that first down for your Ray Middle Eagles. Or a little special lazy boy love, a lazy boy first down. And a counter there. Ferry with some daylight, breaks a tackle.
You can hear Bulldog head coach Anthony Loden and Coach Allen Lane urging their Bulldogs on.
So that was going to take them to a 35-yard line. A good 15-yard gain. Here comes the Eagles quarterback calling the play from his head coach, Jason Fitzgerald. Not Jason, Jeremy. I played for Jason, and I coached with Jeremy, so it's always Mr. Fitzgerald at school. Hand off to Messmer. Breaks a couple and carries.
He was trying to get a little bit of a gallop going there, carrying a couple of players. Almost enough for a first down.
So it's going to be 2nd and a foot. And the Eagles are threatening again just like they did right before the half. Toss to the outside. Ferry Terry gets a couple great blocks. Out of my camera view, believe he got knocked out of bounds there about the 10-yard line.
Please bear with us for a spot. I believe you're right, Johnny. It's right on the 10. Right smack dab on the 10-yard line. Exactly right.
So a great power T counter there, just like we see on Friday night with our Eagles.
So it's going to be 1st and goal here for Ray Middle.
Ferry again, same play, gets it.
He's just finding the narrowest of seams to get through there, and which is
He's pretty quick, has a decent amount of speed, quick, strong enough to kind of shake a couple tackles and progress forward there for that first down. And now they're within 3 yards. See what Coach Fitzgerald sends in here.
We do want to take a quick moment to thank everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're enjoying the broadcast, share it with your friends, family, for your favorite Bulldog, favorite Eagle.
Messmer powers forward.
For at least 2 yards. It's kind of hard. Please forgive us. It's kind of hard from this viewpoint.
Well, it looks like that defensive line is standing with their toes on the end zone, so he might be a half yard short.
I can see the marker down on the far side. See if you can zoom in down there, Johnny, and see if that's correct, that third down marker.
Yeah, it looks like it's about a long yard. Hand off to Messmer again. He powers forward. No signal yet. Fourth down signal, actually, by the line referee. So 2 plays there back to back, trying to jam it down the Bulldogs' throat, but they're just not having it. That defensive line is holding strong, not allowing Messmer's strength and size to push them back. So Messmer and Roddy are there in the backfield. Handoff again. Messmer bounces to the side, and he gets that touchdown for your Ray Middle Eagles. So halfway through the third quarter here, Ray Middle drives it from the 35-yard, their own 35-yard line. Gets their touchdown, and here we go. Trying to get that 2-point conversion. The Bulldogs defense sniffed it out last time and had that big stop.
Johnny, you talk about controlling the clock on that drive. Powerful drive. They took it from what was their 35-yard line after that kick, and they pretty much consumed well over half of this third quarter.
And they bounce it to Ferry. He gets to that corner, and he spins in.
He's going to spin around the near side, near corner, and spin his way into the end zone.
So there you have it. Ray Middle gets redemption on their 2-point conversion to take that 14-8 lead.
So
but they're just ahead 6 points. So we've seen the Bulldogs, drive down the field, score, and get their 2-point conversions. So with 2:52 left here in the third quarter, still plenty of time for the Bulldogs to drive down, score, get that 2-point conversion, and possibly take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
As part of Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services of Ray County shares the same commitment to excellence as Ray County Athletics. Allow our professional staff to get you back in the game.
Providing physical therapy for Ray Medical Center.
All right, so we're back in the action. Whistle called on the kickoff. Flag down, maybe offsides. Was offsides, I believe, on Ray Middle. Is going to back them up.
So now they're kicking from their 35.
And from this point on, Johnny, every penalty, every decision is going to play a big role in the outcome of this game. Everything starts to become so critical. It's going to be Dalton Hampton with the return.
And he carries it almost to midfield. I might have to try to talk to these football coaches about getting some of my middle school soccer players out here to practice kicking.
And for those that you didn't know, Johnny Cannon is the head coach of the Ray Middle soccer team, and he just completed a pretty successful season.
Yeah, we went 7-6. Went to the semifinals, lost, 2 nights ago, but, we're a third-year program, very successful. I'm proud of my girls for what they've done. It's a building program. So the Bulldogs carry the ball there, get a gain of about 2. So they have crossed the 50-yard line, and they are on Ray Middle's 49-yard line. So with about 2 minutes to go, Spring City is ready to attack. Young gets that carry, no, not Young, my bad. That was Hampton again. So now it's 3rd and 5 for your Spring City Bulldogs. Handoff there for your Bulldogs. Looks like he might be about a half yard short. So there you go. 4th and 1. There's a handoff. It's enough for your Spring City Bulldogs first down. Bulldogs will be on the 42-yard line. Toss to the outside. Steps out just before the 30-yard line.
Johnny, let's take a quick look and see if we can pull that replay up here. Quick pitch out here to Dalton Hampton. Takes that corner, and he stepped out, but he was certainly fighting for more. So the Bulldogs have got a nice drive here going in the last minute of the third quarter. That's going to be about a pickup of 15 yards.
Johnson being patient, waiting for his blockers to stay in front of him. And they are now in the red zone. And we got 25 seconds left here before the third quarter. Got another toss. He gets to the corner, makes this, doesn't stay in bounds, steps out just about the 6-yard line. With 10 seconds left in the third quarter, Hampton is leading these Bulldogs down the field and threatening hard on the Ray Middle Eagles end zone. Young up the middle. I see one official nodding his head. Looks like he is down inches. So that's going to do it for the end of your third quarter. Ray Middle is up 14-8.
But Spring City is
inches away.
Inches away
from time.
What a drive from the Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the fourth quarter, get ready for some more middle school rivalry action.
At Lazy Boy, safety and quality go hand in hand.
It means that we are, as a management team, committed to our folks' safety. And in turn, our people take that safety home to their families. You know, it has a great positive impact on the community.
If you're interested in joining our award-winning team, stop by our Lazy Boy office to submit an application or give us a call at 775-3900.
So here we are. We're back. Start of the fourth quarter. Bulldogs are inches away. Handed off to Young. And there you have it. Touchdown for your Bulldogs. And this game is now tied.
I don't know if you can see it from that replay, but we're going to take a quick look at this. Just a big crowd, and they just pile and move that fall forward, and that crowd push them back. So that's a big win for that Bulldog offensive line to kick off 4 seconds into this final quarter, and this game has definitely lived up to the hype.
I was talking to Coach Pemberton this morning at school. He showed me a picture of fans getting here early this morning and putting their lawn chairs out to save their seats. And Young, with the two-point conversion, just walks it right in to give the Bulldogs that 16-14 lead over your Ray Middle Eagles.
And that's that Spring City Bulldog stud, Boo Boo Moses. He's been doing it all season. Let's see if we can take a quick look at this run from Boo Boo. He's just a quick handoff around that left tackle. Waltzes in. So hey, we're going to take another quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with some more fourth quarter action.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
All right, Johnny, feel this atmosphere here. What a beautiful night. You got the Ray Middle Eagle mascot.
Nice high kick there.
It was fielded by Landon Fairbanks of the Bulldogs.
Looked like he kind of caught a fair catch there. Not sure if it was purpose or not. Might have been putting his hands up to kind of block the lights from hitting him, but the fact that he caught it then made movement, made this laundry happen on the field. So that's going to hurt your Ray Middle Eagles. They're going to have to be backed up here.
Both of these sidelines being very vocal on this call.
Now they're waving it off. So not really sure what the communication was there. Definitely a good blessing for your Ray Middle Eagles there. Last thing you want to do is be backed up into your own red zone in the fourth quarter and trailing.
Even further, when it looks like these Bulldogs have captured that momentum. But they've yet to stop the Eagles in the second half.
He's still on his feet.
And it looks like we're going to have what looks like an Eagle is
I couldn't tell who
slow
it
to
is.
get up, hasn't gotten up yet. Players are taking a knee.
I'm afraid it might be Roddy.
We don't.
Because I think he was that back there.
What's it believed to be Amari Roddy? It is. You're right, Johnny. That is Amari Roddy.
Might have just twisted his ankle there.
He is up. He's going to get helped off the field by the Eagle coaching staff. And as always, we hope it's nothing serious. That's the last thing anybody wants to see. And
oh, yeah. We haven't said his name much, but I've noticed he's had some key blocks for our run.
Roddy's had a great game.
He's had key blocks for the running game, especially for Ferry on those bouncing it to the outside. You know, he's one of those silent but...
So for what a young team, and Coach Fitzgerald told his team, Johnny, he told the players, he said, you worry about what you do. You do your job, and you have confidence in the man that's beside you to do his job. You concentrate on you. You don't, and that sounds like what Roddy has done coming into this game. Now, as for Coach Loden, he's basically, you know, both of these coaches are essentially veterans. I mean,
that was that Roddy on the carry. I think they might be brothers if I'm.
Gavin Roddy?
I think so.
Number 42.
I think their dad is one of the sheriff deputies. Big handoff there in the middle. And that's Messmer.
And I guarantee you, Coach Fitzgerald, there's nothing he'd rather do than to control that clock and milk that clock on down with his big back Dallas Messmer in this running game and put them in a situation to win this game here at the end. 6.5 minutes, that clock keeps ticking, and here comes those Eagles.
You know, I said at the very beginning in that first quarter, I said whoever gets the ball last has the chance to win this game, and that's what it's turning into. Fumble there in the backfield. Ferry's knee touch when he bent over to pick up the ball.
Yeah.
So that's going to officially mark him down for a loss.
That's going to bring up a third and essentially long. Looks like maybe
3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 perhaps.
Yeah, a good 7 yards. Hey, let's cut away. I want to cut away over here to
the mastermind himself.
Look in the corner of the end zone. Then we're going to come back to the action. That's Coach Mark Pemberton over there. He's looking at this player. He has a lot of interest in this game. You better believe me. All his coaches are split up. Half of them are on Spring City's coaching staff. Half of them are on Ray Middle. Tomorrow night at Cleveland will be the Golden Eagles high school game against Cleveland. All these coaches will be together on the same sideline. And he has a lot of interest, I can assure you, in this game, because this is part of Pemberton's Ray County football unification, and all these players.
This is his future.
This is his future out here on this field. Fourth and 6. It's going to be it looks like a offset hybrid traditional wing T formation there. Looks like a timeout for Ray Middle. We're going to take one with him, and we'll be right back with inside of 5 minutes to go.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
Here we go, Johnny.
4th and 6. It's a big play for both teams right here. Counter to Ferry. He's going to be short.
And this Bulldog sideline is erupting over here.
The fans are too. They're excited now, because all they got to do is just run that ball, and they have proven that they can do that.
So you can see right here, I'm going to tell you, you talk about loading the box. You look at that right middle defense, they are loading the box.
Oh, yeah. But it doesn't matter. Johnson still was able to find running room. Gets a gain of 7 yards.
So that's going to be 2nd and a long 3. Maybe 4.
Handoff there to Young up the gut. Falls forward, gain about
keep that clock.
2. Keep an eye on that clock over there. It's still ticking down. We're under 4 minutes now. And the Bulldogs are a yard away from a first down.
Here comes Combs with the play. 3rd and very short. 3rd and 1 for these Bulldogs.
And they get that first down. Johnson, very patient running back. Notice he's always waiting on his blockers to get downfield. That's going to stop the clock for the chains to get reset. Now we're approaching 3 minutes, and the Bulldogs have the first down. Roy Middle Eagles need a big stop. Oh, and fumble.
Well, I guarantee you Coach Loden's heart stopped on that play. Let's take a quick look at that replay right there if we can, Johnny.
Can you tell who knocked that out for them?
I can. Let me see if I can pull that back up one more time.
We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it, Johnny.
Young breaks a tackle, breaks another, and falls forward,
Johnny,
deep into the secondary.
Yeah, that's Boo Boo Moses there once again. Take a quick look at the end of that play there. What looks to be Johnny, it looks like it's on the Eagles' 33-yard line, and that clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes now. There's a good stop.
Johnny, that's 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, but
he might have had forward progress enough, depending on the spot here by that line ref.
I don't know.
I think they're
it's gonna
calling
be
them
forward
short.
4th and 1 here, but that clock keeps ticking. And that's going to be a timeout by Ray Middle. We're going to take one with them. We're going to be right back to the action.
It all starts with a good foundation. Because if your foundation is solid, it'll take care of itself for many years to come. Hey, Charlie, I really appreciate all your help.
Man, I'm glad to do it, Coach. That is one heck of a mailbox.
Brick by brick.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols.
Try to adjust and it wasn't right. It's got to take something to get it over that hump. You know what I mean? Yeah. This one's got, they're not fine adjustments. It just jumps to the next spot. Well, Johnny, with a minute 1:03 to go, they're going to bring the chains out and take and be sure about this. Maybe.
Yeah, he's going to be a tad bit short.
Yeah, I think Coach Fisher will just want to know maybe just how short are we.
Yeah, you can request that measurement if it's within reason.
But I can.
So now he knows that they're about 4 or 5 inches, you know, guesstimating off the camera feed there what it was. But the Bulldogs have done well with running the ball. And that clock is...
Clock's...
And they...
No, they're not going to start that clock. They're going to... They started that clock here at the stadium, but I don't...
Yeah.
There's going to be another timeout. I'm
not sure if the clock operator is understanding fully of when to start the clock.
I'm going to tell you something about the clock operator and the rest of the staff up here at Spring City. They are all in on this game. I mean, this game,
I guarantee it.
This game means the absolute world to them. They're in a good position right now with just inches to go. They want to keep that Ridge River Trophy up here at Spring City Middle School. Johnny, if you want to, cut over there and just get a good look at the front of that middle school. What a beautiful building here in Spring City. You can see that, and but right now we're coming. You know, we're back to the action. Inside, just inside 1 minute. Actually, 59.3 seconds on the clock.
And a big open gap.
My goodness.
And Young just runs that trophy home for your Bulldogs.
Boo Boo Moses on the run. Johnny, that was a 32-yard touchdown scamper.
With ease. Not sure really what happened there on the Ray Middle Eagles defensive front, but Young just went untouched.
You know, I'm not either, but I'm going to tell you what, that Ray Middle, here they are going for 2, passes incomplete. But I'm going to tell you what now, I want to, hats are off to that Ray Middle defense now. They gave up that one play there, but for the most part,
they've stopped them.
Most part, they haven't given up too much. Now it's been
Both teams have moved the ball very well this game.
Most teams have moved the ball well. It just hasn't come easy on the offensive side for the most part for Spring City. They've had to fight and claw for it. They've been able to do it. But he got some daylight there, and he took it.
Yeah, he did.
But, hey, there's a lot of time on the clock here. 50 seconds left in this game. We've seen some crazy things happen.
Well, the good thing is for Ray Middle is they just missed that 2-point conversion, making this an 8-point game. In 50 seconds, Ray Middle can score and get that 2-point conversion, and we got a tie ball game. And with how these kickoffs been these games,
you can see Trevor Beard getting ready to boot this one away. A good kick. Oh. Quickly hit by Boo Boo Moses.
Yeah, and
first on the scene.
Roddy gets tackled there on the 30. So Ray Middle's got to go 70 yards in 43 seconds to send this game in the overtime. Very curious to see how this is going to go down. Little throwback, the Ferry, and he's got room and blockers. He breaks a couple tackles, and he has the big first down gain there.
Big first down. He did not get out of bounds.
But he's got the first down, so the clock is stopped until the chains get set.
Let's see if we can take a quick look, catch this play. Into that play with Ferry diving forward.
So apparently there was a flag on the play that I didn't ever see, and they're bringing this thing all the way back to the 40-yard line. And that pretty much just took the wind right out of the Eagles' wings there.
You can definitely start to feel a little bit of a celebratory feeling here on the Bulldogs sideline.
I didn't ever see a flag, so unless it was thrown on the very far side there, kind of in the shadows.
All right, so it looks like we have another timeout. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back to.
I think Fitzgerald just used his last timeout, too.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to the action.
Hi, my name's Rob Armstrong. I'm the senior pastor at New Union Baptist Church. I want to take this opportunity and let you know that we're a church that's for Rhea County. Our aim is to see our neighbors and the nations glorify God through faith in Jesus Christ. We're excited about our Eagles season this year. We're rooting for the Golden Eagles, and we want to invite you and your family to join us any Sunday morning at 8:30 or 11 a.m. for worship. We hope to see you there. Go Eagles.
Well, all right, we're back here now. Right Middle used their last time out, so it's 1st and 10. And they're doing a draw play, but throwing it deep.
Little flea flicker, and it's going to be picked off by Sir Alloway, a Spring City Bulldogs 7th grader. And the Bulldogs are going to take over at midfield
with 27 seconds.
So barring an absolute miracle.
And those Spring City fans are on their feet. They were pumped when that ball went in the air. So I expect Bulldogs are in the victory formation. They take the knee to seal their victory fates.
And that's going to do it as that clock ticks down.
So there you have it.
I want to say thanks to my daughter and your daughter for helping us this evening with the scoreboard, and Brian Cameron. You can see that jubilation erupt. This sideline is erupting for the Spring City Bulldogs.
What a way to start this new legacy of Ridge to River.
Absolutely. And we do want to remind everyone to tune in tomorrow night. We're going to be broadcasting live from Cleveland High School as the Ray County Golden Eagles dig into the backstretch of the season with 4 back-to-back district games, but none of the least, which is the big-time rival Cleveland Blue Raiders. At one time this year, they were ranked 4th in the state. We were ranked 4th in the state and higher going into the season, but it's kind of shaking out here. You can see these Spring City cheerleaders and out here giving a good game to the Ray Middle Eagles, which you got to tip your hat to this Ray Middle Eagle team. They're a young team, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Super young team, and they played with heart tonight.
They played well. Just a couple mental breakdowns for being young was the difference.
They got off to a slow start this season, but let me tell you what, there's some ball players on that squad, and I'm excited to see some more from them in the years to come.
There it is. You can see Loden holding it up. Now tomorrow night, we'll have our sideline reporter and our sideline camera down there getting the post-game speech from Coach Pemberton. What do you think Loden is saying to his players down there, Coach? As a coach down there addressing his team, Elmer, what do you think he's saying after that big win?
I think he's telling them, he said, I'm so proud of you. Enjoy this win. You earned it. You're leaving Spring City Middle as a champions. And this crowd is gathering field, but I'm going to tell you what. On the other side of the field, you've got a beautiful scene with a huge fan base for Ray Middle out here, and you can hear Coach Fisher talking to his players, telling him, I guarantee you he's proud of what he saw tonight out of that football team. He's telling them to keep their heads up.
I tell you, it's exciting to see even on the middle school level, the level of fan support. It reminds me of tomorrow night when we're watching Coach Pemberton down there addressing the players at the end of the game. You know, fans and the players are all just circled up. Our fans here in Ray County, from Graysville all the way to Spring City, these fans are true and true. Always here to support their local teams.
Hey, Brian, see if you can get those players, go around and get those players holding it up. See if you can get those players holding it up. All right, so I don't know if you heard me there, but I was asking Brian to
See if we can get some people
hoisting that trophy.
I'd love to see the look on their faces holding that bad boy up.
I guarantee you that trophy is going to get, but it's going to have a few kisses on it tonight.
I wonder how many times a day they're going to clean it. Go over there and spit shine that thing all the time.
Let me tell you what, I guarantee you it doesn't get a lot of dust on it while it's up here in Spring City. I can assure you that. And it won't be hard to find. I can only imagine that when you walk through that, when you walk into that Spring City Middle School lobby,
oh, it's going to be right dead
you're going to
center.
see it.
It has to.
You're not going to have to look too far for it. Going down there on the sideline right there.
See Young and maybe Hampton that was.
Absolutely.
I believe that's Johnson there in the scene too. Those boys earned that trophy tonight. Couldn't be more proud of them.
So with that, we're going to cut away. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. We're going to cut away to a couple of our sponsors. Then we're going to close out with the Eagle Pride video and song written and
by Spring City natives.
Written
Ever
and performed.
Vigilance.
That's right. Written and performed by a good friend, proud to call him my friend Brad Hayes, and his Ever Vigilant team. And right now we have some Ray Middle cheerleaders. Who are having fun, making the most of this
Cassidy
game.
Robinson, Sophie White, and Douglas. A couple of my soccer girls and cheerleaders. Proud of their support.
So a lot of fun here up at Bulldog Stadium. So we're going to cut away to, as you said, Spring City native Brad Hayes, Ever Vigilant. So proud he wrote this, what essentially has become the Eagle anthem for Golden Eagle football. Going to cut away to him, a couple of our sponsors, and we want to thank each one of our sponsors for their support, and without your support for tuning in, we thank you so much. Just proud to be part of this great tradition of Ray County football here in Ray County. So thanks again. Don't forget about the Cleveland broadcast tomorrow night.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
The work that you put in, you've got so much time vested into the program that you're not going to surrender at any point, you know.
Wake up in the morning, head out to the field. Another day you're kicking up dirt, another chance to test my will. It ain't just a set of shoulder pads, it's the armor that we wear. When the battle starts on a Friday night, you can feel it in the air. It's that Eagle Pride on a Friday night. It's that Eagle Pride on a Friday night. Hard work pays off. You reap what you sow. That's the way we live with them blue collar boys from just down the road. Till the weekend comes and the crowd pours in and the whistle blows. It's time to smash some out. It's time to ring some bells again. It's that Eagle Pride.
Justin came out. We walked the land, we looked over the land, and he started coming up with some wonderful ideas.
Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for the best materials or want our experts to create beautiful spaces in your outdoor places, stop by or give us a call at 423-531-2671 or visit our online galleries at mccoshlandscaping.com. That's MCCOSH landscaping.com. At Lazy Boy, safety and quality go hand in hand.
It means that we are, as a management team, committed to our folks' safety. And in turn, our people take that safety home to their families. You know, it has a great positive impact on the community.
If you're interested in joining our award-winning team, stop by our Lazy Boy office to submit an application or give us a call at 775-3900.